a shirt and, or t-shirt and jeans kind of guy.
Yeah.
That's when I was most successful in my practice.
Well, because you're being you.
Yeah.
You're being authentic, and that's the thing. Your people that vibrate towards you are different than the people that would vibrate towards me. We might have some in common, and that's the whole thing. Why this idea of there's competition in chiropractic? No, there isn't. You and I deliver a chiropractic adjustment in a totally different way.
Right.
You're absolutely unique, and that's what I always say. Those people that come into your office, they're there because they need exactly what you have. And they come into my office, they're there because they need exactly what I have. And so our idea is to resonate as far out as we can, and that's why I think it's important to have a world vision.
Right.
Because you want to affect as many concentric circles as you can around yourself. You want your office or your center to be the focal point for expansion for your vision.
Right. And that goes, and you said something very powerful as far as working together. And in the past, my experience has been we're all working against each other. Mm-hmm. In my practice, it was that way. Now that I'm getting into more of the the chiropractic stuff, I see that also in some of the groups and the leadership that's going on out there, that we're trying to separate and segregate each other. And I have a philosophy that if we come together, we can be far more powerful, far more impactful, and far more successful doing it that way.
I agree. That being said, we have to get together in unity. Like, I've heard this claim of unity, and I'm all for unity. Okay. But unity behind a principle. Right. Because that's the only truth. That's what truth is all based on. Is based on principle. Good point. We can't unite behind things that aren't chiropractic and say it is. That'll create a schism. That'll create chaos. And that'll create ineffectivity. And that was what we've seen. Some of these mergers that have taken place throughout the United States, they haven't functioned on the long haul because you have two very different ideas of what the principle of chiropractic is. So I think it's important to unite, but to unite behind the principle. And what I found, and the New Mexico issue was, I think, couldn't have made it any clearer, is that the principled guys, we were way more powerful than we ever thought. New Mexico, I remember calling up the people at each of the senators in New Mexico, and they said, my goodness, we don't get this kind of enthusiasm and excitement over things like abortion and stuff. I mean, this is a hot topic.
That's hilarious.
And so if we can be passionate about what we do and then take action, we are unstoppable because we have the principle behind us. That's the thing. We're not, what we say and do is not based on what insurance is saying this year or what our scope of practice is. What we say and do is the same anywhere, anytime, any place. And that's what makes us powerful.
That's a great point. Now, you've also talked about producers versus consumers, and that resonated with me as well, because I feel like in my past, as far as being a practice, I've been a consumer rather than a producer. So tell me a little bit about what that means and explain that a little bit.
Well, I think we've all been there at some point in my life. I remember the story that happened to me when I came back from my first year of school, undergraduate. I was studying computer science, if you can imagine that, right? So it's totally not me. I think my grade point, I was a great student. I was a 4.0 student in high school and then at chiropractic school as well. But when I was doing something that I wasn't passionate about, which was computer science, everybody's best friend was a PC, so nobody was speaking English there, and so I wasn't inspired, I wasn't excited, and I think I finished out the year with a 1.8 or a 1.9. And I remember my dad came and he started to get on my case and everything, rightly so. But being a youth and rebellion, whatever your parents say, sometimes you want to do the opposite. And I remember this old scoutmaster that I had. He was a Korean scoutmaster, Dr. J.T. Kwan. And he walked up to me. This was I went to visit a scouting event. He was my scoutmaster, and I went back to visit, coming back from college. And he walked up to me and he just said this: "Your father tells me that you've decided to become a consumer." And he walked away.
I like that, yeah.
And that shook me to my core, because he wasn't, instead of insulting me, saying you're an idiot, or he just said, you're a consumer. And nobody in the world loves a consumer. Everybody attracts to a producer. Somebody can produce. And we as chiropractors have been blessed with the ability to produce life and health at its optimum expression. It doesn't get any better than that, and that's the excitement about what we do, is that we're producing optimal potential planet-wide. We are crucial in the evolution and transformation of this planet. We play a crucial role. And all we have to do is recognize that, step up, and start taking action, and we'll be unstoppable.
And so you become a producer rather than a consumer.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
For sure.
Then you have another group called ROAR.
That's right. At Sherman College, the center of the chiropractic universe, they're in Spartanburg, South Carolina. We have this phenomenal program called ROAR.
Okay.
And it stands for ROAR. It stands for Reach Out and Recruit.
Okay.
So the idea is this. Once again, I hear people complaining all the time. Everybody is mixers. There's not that many straights. There's not that many principled chiropractors anymore.
Okay.
Well, okay. How do we change that? We have to flood the profession with principled chiropractors. Right. Well, if you're listening to this and you're watching this and you're saying, well, I'm a principal chiropractor and I want chiropractic world domination, I want the principal to start being the majority, the cultural authority in this world.
Stop sitting there.
Stop sitting there and contact us at Sherman College, www.sherman.edu, and get involved in the ROAR program. It's free. We send you all the information. And how difficult it is. And by the way, I have a lot of people that contact me and say, oh my God, I got a lot of new patients from this. They do a career night at their thing. And I can't tell you how many parents come up to me when their child goes to chiropractic school and they say, oh my God, I want to thank you for referring them to Sherman College because they were lost. They were consumers. Sid Williams,
Right.
the president of Life College, used to say that the saddest thing to see is a youth without purpose. And so there's people just waiting out there. They're potential chiropractors that have no idea that they have this power inside of them.
Right.
And imagine if you reach out and you say, at the right time in the right place, you say, listen, chiropractic is an awesome career, and I want you to get some information about Sherman College. It's an awesome place to study. And these people are so grateful, so thankful, and you bring them into your fold of chiropractic. That's the idea. We got to keep looking to give.
Right.
Rather than to receive. But I got to tell you, like I said, people receive tremendous benefits from being a part of that ROAR program.
Awesome. Well, we'll definitely start connecting people.
Good.
I'm going to put all the links down here so
Great.
People can connect with you, with Sherman College, with all your programs that you're doing out there. Which is really awesome.
I appreciate that, Jason. I got to tell you, at the end of this month, I don't know when this is going to come out, but on May 30th, we have Sherman Lyceum, and it is going to be huge. We've got Becky Halstead speaking there, the Brigadier General Becky Halstead. We've got Ernie Landy from New Beginnings. We've got Ted Korn, West Coast Billy DeMoss, Stan Greenfield, and a bunch of other professionals that are going to be there. And even I'm going to be there. Can you imagine that? I'm going to be presenting for 3 hours. If you can believe it, 3 hours. What the heck am I going to talk about 3 hours? No, I'm going to be talking about 1,000-week practice and how to have fun doing that and enjoying it, like what we were talking about today in the PCT training. Mm-hmm. If you're doing chiropractic and communicating it correctly, it should be totally fun. It shouldn't be this, I'm against you, I'm fighting with my practice members, I'm doing this and you want that. It should be, hey, we're working together towards this vision. Here we go. Right. That's what you do. You're the cheerleader showing them constantly, here's the vision, here's the vision, here's the vision. I know where you're at, I know where I'm at, let's go here together. Okay, cool. now we're in this together and we're on the same team.
And I love that attitude. Now you got something else going down in Peru, a big thing going down there.
A big
and that sounds really cool.
Yes.
And I've been to Peru, and Peru is amazing. I love that place.
It is phenomenal. The Incas called it the umbligo del universo. That means the belly button of the universe.
And it is. I have to say it is.
It's a magical place. And it's chiropractic utopia because we're there. But it is September 17th and 18th. Now, how cool is this? I can't think of a better way that you'd want to spend the birthday of chiropractic. Okay, nice. We've got Reggie Gold confirmed to be speaking there. And we've got Brian Kelly from Life West is going to be speaking there. I know we're going to have a bunch of other college presidents. I don't have them confirmed yet, so at this present time, so I can't give you their names. But all the principal chiropractic colleges, the majority of the presidents are going to be there. Also, a lot of the most powerful and successful chiropractors worldwide. We've got guys from Australia, Europe, the United States, and South America that are going to be there. Students as well are going to be there. September 17th and 18th. It is going to be huge. And the deal is, it's as part of the Federation of Straight Chiropractors and Organizations, the FSCO. Okay. Now, this is another group that I'm involved in, the political aspect of chiropractic, because it's vital. We want the principle of chiropractic to be promulgated, protected, and fomented throughout the world. Well, we've got to stand up and take action. And what I love about the FSCO, the Federation of Straight Chiropractors and Organizations, is that it's taking the place, or it's stepping up and leading the world. It's saying, okay, we are going to set the laws for the rest of the world that's undeveloped with chiropractic. Here's what they are. We've got some real power. Christopher Kent is going to be on a Skype call tomorrow. I'm meeting with him, and he's a genius. He's number one. He's a genius. He's a chiropractor. He's a lawyer, and he's going to be writing the laws. And you want to talk about serendipity? We were talking about this. Like, we've got to get a chiropractic law that's principled with an awesome scope all around the world. And so I'm like, well, I don't know how to write a law. And right, so but I said, universe, we got to produce this, we got to make this happen. And I'm going on a plane to speak at Sharon Gorman's Focus in Life, and I'm in first class there, and who's right in front of me? Patch and Tempo, and he goes from CLA, and he goes, hey, I'll hook you up with Chris Kent,
right.
Bam, that's how it happens. And that, by the way, Jason, you're on the right track, where everything we're doing right now, it's like boom, boom, boom. There's no fight. Everything is falling into place. Right. It's our time. This is what I say. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of sitting in the back of the bus.
Exactly.
We're moving forward. We're with the truth. We're taking this to the population of the world. I'm sick and tired, I don't know about you, of people coming into my office 30, 40, 50 years, right. And this is the first time they're ever getting checked by a chiropractor. That's unacceptable to me. I'm sick and tired of people coming in and their kids are not under chiropractic care. That's unacceptable to me. While we've been asleep at the wheel for 30, 40, 50 years chasing insurance, the world has been getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And, D.D. Palmer gave us the gift of chiropractic in 1895. It is our time to step up and give it out to the world. And the FSCO, the Federation of Straight Chiropractic Organizations, they're standing up for chiropractic and chiropractors worldwide. And if you want some information, you want to get dialed in on them, I'm sure you ought to think it's www.straightchiropractic.com.
Yeah, we'll put it all down there. So the big question is, do you want to continue sitting in the back of the bus, or do you want to get up and start driving the damn bus?
That's right. And this is the powerful thing about this September 17th and 18th, 2011. This September, 17th and 18th, in Lima, Peru, is that all these chiropractic world leaders are going to get together and we're going to say, okay, here's the vision, and here's how we're going to get there. And so what's going to come at, not so much the rah-rah-rah. Of course, the rah-rah-rah is going to be fantastic. Sure. I mean, what a lineup of speakers we're going to have. But we're going to lead there with specific action steps all around the world that we could take to start bringing chiropractic to the forefront where it belongs, not in the back seat anymore.
Perfect. Now, before we end our interview, do you have any last words of wisdom or anything that you want to say to our viewers to inspire them to get into the front of the bus and start driving it?
Yeah, I would say, you're living in the world of Ralph Cramden from the Honeymooners used to say, they're all nuts, Alice, they're all nuts. You're sitting out there in the world of loonies and crazies. I mean, you think about this. People, and the nerve of them to call us alternative medicine. I mean, that's an insane, you know how insane that is? You're the alternative to medicine? So, wait, excuse me. So what you're telling me is that normal is to take a dangerous pill first with side effects that could kill you. That's normal. That's the first thing you do. Second thing, start injecting dangerous toxins into your system at a more intense concentration. Go right into the bloodstream. If that doesn't work, now we do a surgery, so we chop things out and throw it in the garbage. If that doesn't kill you and you're still alive, then go to the dangerous chiropractor, the alternative to medicine. Medicine is so safe that you try that first and then you go to medicine. That's insane. So if you're living in that world and you're like me and you've had enough and you want to make a change, well then I've just laid out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things that you could do to get involved. Get a mission trip. Hang out with successful on-fire chiropractors. Some of the places I like. Shout out to New Beginnings, www.nbchiro.com. 3 times a year, January, April, and October, in the People's Republic of New Jersey, we're there. And these are like some of the greatest chiropractors on the planet. They're there. And you know how you become great? You make a commitment. You say, okay, when are the dates? I'm blocking out my calendar. I'm committing to being there. That's what successful people do. Then another great organization, DE. Get down there to Atlanta. They have great operations going on, great successful chiropractors. I was just down at the last one in Sarasota. Phenomenal people. Cool. Get involved with CalGen. Get involved with Connect here, with Phil Yamamoto. Yeah. Get involved with the PCT training. Get involved. Start being an active participant in your life. Start hanging out. Tony Robbins says, success leaves clues. Well, get a clue. Start hanging out with some successful people instead of complaining about the way things are. The insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. Let's do something different with your life to start manifesting your life differently. Clear out the subluxation that you have between the ears. That's why we go to these things. That's why we hang out. That's why they have the Band of Brothers. That's why they have Epoch or Troy Dukowitz over there. That's why they've got CORE in San Diego. They've got it so that you get together and you talk with successful people about chiropractic. The expression, the communication, the understanding, the owning of the philosophy. That's the key factor to to success. So I invite you to be a participant in your life. Start getting active and start taking action so that your life can be awesome the way it should be.
I don't think anybody could have said it any better.
Thank
and
you.
I really appreciate you
My
coming
pleasure.
on the show today, really.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure, and I love meeting with you and connecting with you. And this is what I want our viewers to do, is connect with people like you and other leaders in the chiropractic profession. So good job, man.
Thank you, Jason.
Until next time, guys, be great, be awesome, and keep rocking. Principled chiropractic.